shaping up a little bit differently yet, Bruce. Actually, we've got some new and different iron coming out onto the racetrack. This is some local late model stock car equipment that we're going to see running here in a heat race as the sprinters get ready for some more of their action. And earlier, Steve Evans went down to the pits to try to figure out what these things were really all about.
As a special treat today, we're going to show you some of the action of the local cars around here that they call late model stocks. Late model what? I'm not sure. And stock, they certainly are not. Over the years, they have evolved from street cars into basically sprint cars with a body on them. If you're familiar at all with drag racing, these are kind of the funny cars of the oval track ranks. I mean, they are really strange looking. Look like they ought to fly instead of drive. Watch them. I think you're going to like them.
So we got a field of 8 of them coming down for the green flag, led by S.L. Lavoie on the pole. Beside him, Ken Burden in the number 30 car. Larry Flinner in 75, the black 75 on the inside of that second row. So as they come down, modified, mostly modified Chevrolet engines and mostly Camaro bodies in these cars, Steve.
I guess they're Camaros, Brock. I'll take your word for it. We're racing here on lap number 1. S.L. Lavoie, car number 04, the yellow machine, a little squirrely, but still hanging on to it. These cars are so low, Brock, they look like they made like half a pass through one of those crushers.
Flying doorstops.
That's the Batmobile in the middle there.
Oh, boy, yeah. Well, it looks more like really that they're designed to run on asphalt. They've got some kind of ground effects body work on them that would seem to be more useful on an asphalt circuit, although by now, as you can see, Eldora's racing surface has gotten very smooth. It almost looks like macadam now. And they're not throwing up much dust and not doing a lot of broad sliding. They're driving them really more like they're on a macadam surface than on dirt.
Lavoie's starting to get some serious competition now, Brock, from number 75, Larry Flinner, and also number 30, Ken Burden. Even Andy Ginsman, 15, has come up from the middle of the pack.
Yeah, Ginsman is doing a good job, but Lavoie seems to have plenty of speed down the straights and handles well enough through the corner, so he's not going to give that lead up very easily. Although you can see that Flinner's fallen back a little bit, and Ginsman has started to really move well into second place.
Lavoie's car handling much better here in the later laps than it did the first circle of the track. Or maybe he's just getting the feel of Eldora. I think this may be the first time they've ever been on this racetrack, bro.
Yeah, but no matter, they're still doing a pretty good job. In fact, even in the back of the pack where we see the 2 white cars of Noel Witcher in the number 1 and Ken McEldowney in the number 50 hanging right in there. They're not all that far out of it even at this point in the race.
Well, certainly all these cars, Brock, have got every kind of wing and aerodynamic. Oh, look out. Noel Witcher has lost it. Car number 1 in a spin. Noel is steering it full. Oh, and he's not done. He's going to take some more with him, Brock. It's bumper cars.
Yeah, well, that was Ken Moore who was involved in that little crash with Witcher as the yellow comes out. So we're going to see the cars slow down and regroup as some body work is in the future for Noel Witcher and Ken Moore, and those 2 cars stuffed up against the fence in turn number 2.
Both of the drivers are reported to be fine, Brock. They've got good steel roll cages in these cars, and at this speed, not much chance of injury, really. Now, instead of steering into the spin, Brock, as you're taught on ice or snow, Noel Witcher has got to lock the other way.
Well, he's trying to take it all the way around in a 360. He kept the power on right to the very end, and he might have had a chance to pull it out, except where Ken Moore tried to get by on the outside, and that was the end of it. Good idea went for naught as Noel brings it into the pits and probably heading for his local body shop.
You know, he knows how he's going to spend his spare hours this coming week. So S.L. Lavoie is still hanging on out there in the yellow car. He started on the pole, and he still leads it.
But the man he's got to watch out for right now is Andy Ginsman in that red number 15 as they come down for a restart. But Lavoie's got plenty of power. As we said earlier, he just seems to be able to pull out whenever he needs to. But Ginsman not going to quit. He's trying him on the outside now. Ooh. Look at this.
Looks like a replay of the Wolfgang and Howden's Trail sprint car race.
Yeah, it does. But the question is whether or not staying low is going to work. It certainly didn't work for Wolfgang, as we saw. And right now, Lavoie is down on the bottom of the racetrack. He gets a little wide there, a little sideways. Now, Ginsman's going to try him low.
And he doesn't have much time to get him either, Brock, as we're getting down to the final laps in this special late model sportsman event.
Oh, there they are. It's boiled down to this. Lavoie holds the lead. Gensman's in second, and let's not forget about Larry Flinner in that 75 car as we head into the last lap, the white flag lap, heading for the checkered flag. SL Lavoie still in the lead. Gensman right on his tail, up high against the fence down, but now he's going to dive off. Turn 4. Can he do it, Steve?
It looks like it. He certainly did. How about it? Andy Gensman saving his best for last, coming up at turn number 4. He gets under SL Lavoie, who's got to be disappointed. He led it from start to almost finish.
Sure did, and but Gensman just kind of got up on the banks and just drove down off the hill to take the lead. So Andy Gensman wins it in what we think may have been at one time, a long time ago, a Camaro, but your guess is as good as mine. So let's take another look at the victory move of Gensman as he comes down off the banking on turn 4 and seems to gain enough momentum to just drive right on past poor old SL Lavoie, who had the lead all the way, but gives it up just at the checker to Gensman. And let's go to